Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Time to talk Bricklink Designer Program. Time to do... Sorry, I gotta handle some... Gotta handle some naysayers. But we're talking Bricklink Designer Program. Let me pull up... Oh, I forgot to add the chat. 1 second. 1 second. There you guys are. I'll move this up top. Is that better? I think that's better. So let's welcome everyone in chat. Members only live stream is new. Interesting. Late, only a couple minutes late. Welcome ACOB. Welcome Rob. Welcome Fabu. Man, the shade is real. I don't know who drank their haterade or how much haterade was slipped into the local water supply. But we're here. We're here. We're living. We're loving. McLovin, if you will. Bricklink Series 6 went off without a hitch this morning. Who was there? Who was there this morning to see the BDP Series 6 launch? Raise your hand in the chat. Raise your hand in the chat. You know what? You guys are... one of these days I'm going to enact my powers. And it's not going to be a good time. And actually, yeah, Coop, you're gumming up the link. So I'm actually going to remove your GIF. Because it's... yeah. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It's something else. Let's see. Can I just do that? Yeah, there we go. People are trickling in. Love to see it. 0 issues. Flawless launch. It's about as flawless as it gets. King Oldendorf, I know why you're here. You want to see me look at your set. I know that. I know that. I might actually just do my little breakdown right here. So I got a BDP Series 6. What I like to do is, of course, you know what, why don't I delete sheet? All I'm doing is I'm going to do a little bit of this. We're going to get the boring accountant stuff out of the way quickly. So bear with me. But what I'm going to do is show you all the breakdown from each series. How about that? Move that a little bit over. So I'll do a little duplicate. And then, let's see. So we have a total of 436 designs, which is that how much it was this morning on Christo's stream? Let's just pretend it was. I thought it was in the 470s, but that would be extremely high. So let's see, obviously the big hitters, 437. Okay, so it was 437. So now, and that's normal. Designs get whacked. Designs get kicked out. So I'm not too concerned about that one. But before I do that, if I delete this, is it going to freak? Yeah, it's going to freak. So let's just do this. Submissions Series 9. 129 castle designs. That is crazy. That's just crazy. Good night. This is Series 8. This is Series 9. Whoops. All right, let's fix this right quick. Castle definitely is king. That's a fact. Castle's got 129. Buildings has 79. That is not that much. Floral nature 42. Space sci-fi 57. Okay. Pirate history. I put those together. Probably not right, but you got to combine some of them. 39 trains, and then vehicles, art, object. 18. Yeah, I'm fine combining those. 45. So, the breakdown. Let's break it down now. I need to edit. This screen is just too big. I can't even. Can I change which things we're going for? This. We don't need the total. Here we go. Okay. Do people like seeing this or not? Hey, yo, Legia Rosa, you were the one that gifted a channel member this morning. Wilbrix was the lucky winner of your channel membership offer. That's very kind of you. It's cool. Welcome, though. Welcome, welcome. Coop. Coop hates the data. We know that's a lie. You love the data. You live for the data. Okay, so as you can see, Castle took a large jump. Vehicle dipped a bit. Space dipped. Floral dipped. Building increased a little bit. Interesting. I would have expected that to decrease based on the number. But pretty consistent. Castle bumping back up closer to 30%, which is about what I would have expected. So I think this is... there's nothing abnormal about this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is that normal? Is that normal, Distracted Builder? Over 3,000? I actually, that's a good point. I never have looked at part count. Mainly because you can't sort it very easily. Oh, also, before we get too far into the stream, I'm sure there are some of you out there who have yet to like the stream, so make sure you drop a like. Maybe a couple who haven't subscribed, and definitely a lot that haven't turned on notifications. I don't mind about notifications so much, but definitely drop a like on the stream. We're only at 12, and there's 35 of you in there, so we definitely want to see that bump up. I definitely want to see that bump up. I'm tempted to say we're not going to start looking at designs until we get to like 20, but that would be a little rude, because it would be rude. But still like it. Like the stream. Drop a me gusta on the stream. Let's see. Oh, that actually reminded me of something crazy. Tiago is streaming in 51 minutes. Tiago has, to my knowledge, has streamed only one other time. He's doing a Death Star build, so hopefully none of you like Tiago more than you like the Bricklink Designer Program. So... yeah. Hopefully you stay. Hopefully you stick around. Series 6. They got rid of the bars. That is a shame. That is a shame. I really, really enjoyed the status bars. It's such a shame that they're gone. All we get is that they funded. So I'm very bummed about that. However, I'm going to try one more... I'm going to see if there is a... Is the music too loud, by the way, or is it too quiet? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, maybe it's buried. No... I wish it was buried. PDP series main progress. Yeah. Yep, that's a shame. It is truly and holistically gone. That makes me very sad. We will never know status except when it comes from the mouth of the Bricklink Designer Program. So that makes me sad. I'm a very big bar guy. ZSO bricks. Zuzo? There seem to be a lot of castle, but for example, my Viking shipyard is categorized as a medieval castle, even though I'd rather call it a fantasy build, especially with a Kraken element. So as I'm sure you know, in case anyone in chat does not know, any submission that uses faction torsos is always a medieval / castle build. So if you're a designer and you're like, I don't want to be in the medieval section, I want to be in something else, think about that. However, Riley brings up a great point. If a castle set, and I feel like I'm speaking on this intelligently and correctly, and Alex would agree with me. If a castle is highly voted and a Viking set is also highly voted, those two are different enough to where they could still be selected as finalists. So keep that in mind. So it's not a full, like, you're out of here because you used factions, but it could be a little harder. Could be a little more difficult. Could be a wee bit more difficult. All right, so we've got the breakdown. It's pretty similar to last time. I think, who was it in chat mentioned, I think it was Distracted Builder mentioned that we should get more breakdown. Oh no, it was Daniel. Yes, I agree. The more information we can get, the better. That's where I'm on it, at least. Okay. Which section? Yeah, Tiago at 5. Which section? Oh, Fab was going to Tiago's. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so twice in a lifetime so far. All right, I probably should just start with medieval / castle, but that's what everyone's here for. Okay, you guys are just like, stop spamming gifts. I'm gonna just delete them. Okay. Castle. Start with the buildings. I tend to start with the smaller categories just because I can knock them out, get them done early, have more sections completed. So that being said, let's start with art and object. And I will sort from size. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Not so cool. Not so cool. Okay, Fab, you guys are all going to be silenced. That's funny. All right. I can't spend a lot of time on that, though. Cannot spend a lot of time on that. So I think, are these the small builds or the large builds? These are the small builds. And once again, I'm just going to go through quickly. CPU, yeah, they did. I'm just going to go through quickly and pick out the ones that I think have a shot because I'm on a little bit of a time crunch. And I want to give the sets that deserve their due. This one's cool. I don't think it has what it takes. A full-on chessboard. How many? 1,000 parts. Interesting. Froggy's Hat Boutique. That's actually kind of funny. Emotion. Dude. Discord emoji pack is what this is. Honestly, guys, we might be adding these to the Discord. Mainly would be adding these to Discord. But not good enough. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. A toilet. That's crazy. That actually might have what it takes. Ooh, a violin. Tribute to the 80s theme. That Sorry. Doesn't have what it. Ooh, it's only one page. It's only one page. So, unfortunately, I don't think any of these art or objects has what it takes to be finalists. What's the next smallest one? Pirate. History period. Let's go history period. Post office and stagecoach. I like it. It's small. It's got to have an open back. It doesn't have an open back. That's I haven't even signed in yet. I need to sign in. So I can vote. For whatever reason, it's taking a bit to sign in. There we go. I like this. Only 800 pieces? Whoa. Whoops. Only 800 pieces. That is gorgeous. All right, that's if people are feeling Western, that one's gonna make it. That's a beautiful design. Japanese tea house, stalls, Egyptian expedition, Kita Castle. That's kind of fun. I think it's a little too plain. Ooh, I lucky hitting it hard again with the blacksmith shop. 2,500 parts. Okay, so we jumped pretty high. Man, that's a nice design. I love the dark red. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I do not take part in the post or the office hours as much as I probably should. But ooh, I lucky doing another one. Look at this stud like. We're getting to the westerns right off the bat. Wow, this really takes me back to the, was it Laredo Fortress? Oh snap! It's not for me, so I'm not gonna vote for it. You guys can vote for it. Yeah, Fort Legorado. But this is kind of cool, and it folds, opens, and closes, so that's really, really nice. But 3,000 parts. Would you pay 280 for this? I don't know. Brick Express. 3,100 parts, so about 290, 280. This, oh, okay, so this looks very close to the Red Dead Redemption 2, the post office in Rhodes, is what this looks like. Post office / train station. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. No, Ancient City, no. Solomon's Temple. Come on, Torso Cracker. We're trying to keep it clean so people can click the link. Oh, you gotta play Red Dead Redemption. It's an amazing. It's probably my favorite game of all time. That's huge. Kind of cool. That is very, very nice. It's going to be large, yeah. 3,600, 3,700 pieces. Wow. Definitely not going to win, but I do like it. How are we feeling on this one? Japanese castle? Okay, so this is straight up Fort Legorado. This is literally straight up Legorado. The base plates, no, they're not base plates, they're tiles, but those are very ugly. It just feels unfinished. Stud Lake, how you feel on this one? I know this is going to be your bread and butter. Do you like it? Wow, that feels like a lot of parts wasted on this carriage. Feels a bit too squared. Yes, we did get the sushi house, sushi restaurant. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Needs to be cleaned a little much. Blacksmith 1, train station 2. Armeria. This is not, no minifigures, which is kind of odd. Some on the inside. Oh, sick, distracted builder, nice. The Samurai Cat, I think I remember that one. Let me look at it real quick. I'll use this one. Okay, okay. I remember looking at this one. Crispy clean, nice and polished. Californian Villa. Clean. Oh, I feel like this would work very well in Lego Ideas. I think this would work very, very well in Lego Ideas. It's giving me the Italian villa, naturally, vibes. But boy, it's clean. Once again, don't think it has what it takes to win. I do like it. So it's clean. It's clean. Japanese castle, I will say I like it. And that's all she wrote on these ones. All right, so quickly, we've gotten through two segments so far. We're cooking. We have to cook. Vehicles next. How many sets are in vehicles? 45. Did I already do art object, or did I? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, I had the history period selected. Pirate, let's do... Yeah, we can do vehicles. I can do vehicles. Flying Fox animations. Here we go. I think post office is a sleeper at... Oh my goodness, yes. I should have kept that one up on the screen up top. You know, actually, I'm gonna bring it back. It's just, oh, $70 for that, $80 for that. I'm there. I'm there. Vehicle, yes, we're looking at vehicles. Let's see. Flying Fox animations. Hello, I'm Jeb. I love your channel. Thank you so much. Also, I was wondering what app you use for your videos, like when you made the ranking CMF video. Are you talking about to edit the video or to yeah, to edit? So I film it on my phone. I just use my phone camera, and then I use Final Cut Pro to edit on my computer. So I change the orientation to be vertical instead of horizontal, so I can make it a short instead of a long form video. So yeah, Final Cut Pro. There's many free options out there. I know a lot of people use CapCut. I'm not a huge fan of CapCut. I think it's a little too simplified. And then, oh, that's what a Cali is. It, how do you say that word? Oh, I'm on page 2. Let's see. There's yours. Yeah. Okay, no, not yours. This is Alphonse design. Interesting. So I wonder if it reminded me of the Ope. Call it Ope. I wonder if this being kind of similar to the popcorn wagon gives it me the popcorn wagon vibes. 440 parts, not bad. I think so I will say this, the design as is, good, solid. It's probably, it's exactly what it needs to be. I think it's just a matter of, what the community wants. Does the community want a build like this? Does the community want, and Calliope? Calliope? So, that's Calliope. We've got many different pronunciations. Yeah, see, so sound effects I use a lot from, it's called Meme. There's a meme board. If you Google meme soundboard, it's one of the first one that comes up. You can download them all from there. Brick by brick, the best one so far is this post office and stagecoach. You'll never get, by looking at this, you probably will, but I would have thought this was at least like 1,200 parts. Only 800. It's crazy. And I thought, oh, it's only 100 pieces. There's no way it has a back. It's got a back. It has, ooh, oh, those cactuses, they're kind of weird. They're kind of sussy. Anyways, so yeah, I just don't think the demand is there for this, but the design, spot on. Spot on. Mind the brick with the jolly dock. Wonderful, wonderful design. I love that airplane. That's a beautiful design. Just don't think the BDP is ready for it yet. School bus. Actually, that school bus is kind of cool. It's kind of clean too. Wow. Someone mentioned this biplane. I think this biplane looks really good. That's tempting. Oh, we're gonna keep a bookmark to that biplane. Oh yeah, definitely put the Calliope in the ideas. Gotta go quick. That's kind of cool. I like that it has a scenic mountain. It's kind of nice. Semi truck, probs not, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I'll definitely get to the wagon fort. Lost at Sea. Ah yes, the canal houseboat from Jonas Crumb is back in here. I'll like it. I mean, it's a wonderful design. It hasn't won though, which is surprising. But here we go. Okay, so here's something funny. We are going to see so much usage of the torsos that were added in the prize machine, the Lego Ideas prize machine. I know people like Brad's Archives, former Bricking Up Brad, is gonna be all over these sets if they win. It will be basically a battle pack to get these designs, these torsos. So we're gonna see a lot of those. One of 20 Kraken boats. I believe it, dude. Oh, yo, that is clean. It's a full on. I'm gonna give this a love it because that looks better than almost any Technic set I've ever seen. The lines are super clean. And well, I just blew out the mic. Low profile of it is awesome. No, that's wonderful. Now, is someone gonna pay 150, 140 bucks for that? Probably not. But I like it. We had someone say a boat dock. Did I pass it? Is it called boat dock? There it is. The boat dock, 1,700 parts, a lot of parts. So this will put this around $150. Once again, the design is good, but I just don't know if the demand is there for a boat dock. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more variation in the water as well. And some sort of structure other than the boat dock itself to really kind of bring it, make it pop. So unfortunately, I don't think it has what it takes, but sometimes it's just about making something fun. No problem. There's more boat, throwing a boat warehouse on it would have been awesome. Now granted, you would have pushed the design, the part count way too high, but that's fun. Another fun Interesting. That's cool. For my shipyard, there weren't many usable torsos, so I opted for the Kraken ones. I think it fits nicely. I'll see what the AFOLs think. Yeah, I mean, personally, I do like the Kraken torso. I do really, really like the Kraken torso. Observatory? Oh no, Vintage Airport. How many parts? 2,600. Okay, not too much. This is kind of a funny one. Almost 4,000 parts. That's kind of crazy. I mean, that is very... I'm going to say I like it just because that's insanely unique. I've never seen anything like this in the BDP. Wow. That's got to be... How big is it? What? 34 inches? Where's my tape measure? 34. Okay, I'm going to bring us back to the main screen. Because 34 inches. If I'm holding something that's 34 inches. All right, let's just do this. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. This sucker is this big. This is huge. I have to back up. Look at that. This thing is huge. That's crazy. That is insane. Let's get back to the screen. I wish they could have had different renders of it. Like putting the render next to an existing Lego set. Honestly, it's almost as long as the Imperial Star Destroyer. That's crazy. That's insane. So I'm actually going to give it a love it if I didn't already. Just because it's so unique. I don't think it's going to win. But it's very unique. Oh, a little go-kart. Nice. Okay. What's next? Did I already do art? Already did our art object. Let's do floral nature. Okay. We've got some unique ones here, that's for sure. Oh. It's way longer than the ornithopter. KO. So literally for this exact reason is why I always have a tape measure near me. Whether it's a video that I'm recording or a live stream like this, I've needed it enough times to where I've had to go dig for it live on stream to where I just keep it near me because I know I'm literally always going to need it at some point. So I just kept it around. And it's served me well. No. No. Well, that's kind of fun. No. Fancy gazebo, but no. Sorry. Fresh lemon. I'm only clicking on it because I want to know if that's like a stiff thing. Ayo, second channel member to hop in. Justin, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. This is fun. 570 parts. Don't think it has what it takes, but it's fun. No, it's a nice gazebo. Like it would look really good in the city. It's good. I just think people generally want a little more from the Bricklink Designer Program than a gazebo. Like that's always the line I have to ride when I'm doing what I'm not in these videos, in these live streams, I'm not choosing what I want. I'm choosing what I think will get made. So that's kind of my angle to it. This person's hiding the mouse. That's funny. Put your blacksmith together. Nice. Mine's still in the box. Well, huh. We kind of like just got a set that was exactly like this. That's funny. The nurse log. Interesting. That's kind of cute. It's kind of homely. Beehive. What? That's weird. Oh, lifeguard tower again. Fun build. Just needed a little more in the sand. Needed more sand design. Black or red? Nah. Botanical. Probably not going to get picked. Oh, wow. That is unique. Yeah, Jonah, I don't know how they got the beehive. I feel like, I mean, they used it, they created their own sticker, but they're not going to get that torso made. So I don't know what their goal is with that. Because they're not, Lego Bricklink isn't going to put, they're not going to put a sticker on a torso. I really like that tree design. Hey, the monkey's back. This time he's got a little perch and a banana. It's fun. It's fun. We're going a little quick. The Amazing Brick Circus. That's fun. This is fun. Okay, I will say this is definitely fun. I feel like it uses the space well. Yeah, very colorful. The color is great. I'm gonna give it a like it. The color, the inside is a little bare, but I don't think the inside is the main, thing. It's kind of just the vibe of it. Oh, and it all comes apart too. No, I'm gonna change it to love it. I'll vote. I don't think it'll win, maybe, but I do like it. / love it. Maxim, you have a video CPA for my circus. Is there a different circus in there? Or did I already pass it? Mini golf? Nice. Oh, that's kind of nice. Wow. That is really cool. Oh, is it the circus one I just did? On the last page? Nice. I like it. Cabin retreat? That's kind of nice. Viking fisherman's house. Clean. I want to look at, it's not going to win, but I want to look at that terrier. Man, that is a crazy build. Welcome, Delusion Brick. Good to see you in chat as always. All right, let's go through these couple designs. Ooh, it doesn't look as good up close. Hey, it uses a faction torso. At least it looks. Nah, I thought I would like it more. Okay, this one looks like a reiteration of a previous design. That truck is nice. I really do like that truck. Oh, that's cool. It uses the little blaster pistols for the bumper. It's really awesome. I do like this. I have to at least say I like it. Needs more minifigs. I think they would add more minifigs. But I like the tower look. It's just clean. It is clean. Not as clean as I thought it would be. Yeah. This is kind of impressive. This is kind of impressive. I don't know what you guys are all feeling about this one, but it works. I don't know how, but it works. And the little tongue, that's funny. Man, I mean, no one's gonna buy this. I mean, it's not gonna win. It's not gonna win. But this, dude, KO, you literally read my mind. I said it in my mind. I don't know if I said it out loud, but this looks so much better, and the fur, nailing the fur is so much better than what we saw. I feel like put this on TikTok. If someone wants to put this on TikTok, you will literally you'll get a couple 100,000 views. I might do it myself. Little green screen video, just because it's so cute. Coop is like, what? Views? TikTok? What? Fry's dog from Futurama. A little bit. All right, so I just got a notification from a certain Bricklink Designer Program or Bricklink employee. So I think at this point, we are going to find out who is winning, or what units are doing what for the Bricklink Designer Program. I got to throw a webcam on so he can see me. I'll be back in a sec. All right, get him that. And then, can he hear me when he comes on? Yes, he can. And then I will get him this link. Guests. Well, that's not at all what I wanted. Where is, I just want to send a message. There we go. True that. Oh, via email. I can do that. Please hold while we get our BDP information. Okay. So I will keep an eye on that, as he will likely be popping in soon. I will also prep his. Nope. Where's the webcam border? There we go. And then Ninja Cam 2. All right. So we'll go back to these real quick while he is hopping in. Yeah, no, this is fun. I'm also going to throw these on. Output. Okay. So the Exploring Highlands, it's fun. It's just 3,200 parts. I don't know. Seems too hefty. Seems a little too hefty for me. A little too rich for my blood. Welcome, Cool Han. Doing a stream a little earlier today. Good to see you join up. Have I gone through all of these? I think. Yes, so we're through all of the floral, nature, animal. We're through a lot, actually. How much is in train? A lot in train. I think we will do trains, actually. We'll do trains right now. Is this a small one? Yeah. That can go... Okay. I mean, all your typical... Like, there's so many trains. All right, Alex is hopping in. Let's copy the link. And... one moment. All right. Can you hear me, Alex?
Yeah, I hear you.
Chat, can you hear Alex? Because that's going to be very important, too. I think they can. All righty. Let's switch over to this. So how did this morning go for the team with the launch?
It was busy.
That's what I would have guessed.
Yeah, no, there were some hiccups on the Lego.com side. Too much traffic again. Good problems to have, but yeah, it got a little messy there for a little bit for the U.S. and Canada. For the rest of the world, it was fine. But yeah, no, it's everything's stable now, and
that's good.
We expect it to be stable from here on out. That initial demand, just having everything global all at once, is a little rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That when I don't know if you were watching the stream with Stud City stream this morning, you and your team again. No,
we weren't this time. Last time we were, but this time there was too much chaos
too
going
chaotic.
On. Like,
yeah,
no, we're problem solving. Can't have any disruptions going on.
Yeah, no, it's fair. But yeah, no, it seemed like from your side, did it seem like there was more? And it was probably just the same problem of too much traffic. But was there really anything you guys could do, or was it just we have to wait it out and the system needs to?
You have to wait it out. Yeah. And so sometimes it's things that are completely out of our control.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that most of the website is stage gated for most launches. So.
Yes. Yeah. Because we were talking like you told me the Series 5 or Series 4 pre-order, or maybe it was the first series. It was the most there had ever been for any people visiting the Lego website for a launch.
It was a high. Set the record. It was like 15,000 orders coming in every minute or something crazy.
15,000 orders.
Not normal.
Wow.
But I mean, that's it. When you think about it, it's not that BDP is so big. It's just the way that BDP operates is so different from the rest of the way that Lego.com operates. Lego.com is just one way to purchase sets on day one, and then also those sets are those regions are all stage gated for time zone releases, right? So we always stress test the website way beyond what you would expect. So
it's probably good.
That's why we ask that there's just some patience with it, because part of some of the changes that we've made are yes. So if you're in Australia or in anywhere else in the Asia Pacific region, you don't have to get up at 2 in the morning to do that. Things should be available
Hmm.
for the first day or further than that.
Yeah.
And it still looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
Transylvania was one set that we were like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. The publicity on that set was very high, and we still didn't hit we were just shy of 50,000 on that one. So
Yeah. That's what I
if
thought.
that didn't do it over the course of time, then we should probably be okay. I mean, it's not a true castle set in a sense, so
Hmm.
we'll see how that goes with this
Yeah.
series. I mean, volumes have been very high for Wolfpack, but it's not anywhere for the Outlaw Forest Den.
Yep.
But it's not. It's still. I mean, there's still plenty of space. So
That's good.
if you missed it this morning or you were having issues this morning, there's it was a lot of the messaging was, don't worry about it. Like,
Yep.
just come back later.
Yep. Yeah,
Once
that's
things,
what I was
once
trying to
things
tell
are
people that
reviewed.
as well.
Yeah.
So as far as the orders and how things have gone so far, we are about, let's see, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours out from launch. Maybe 4 hours if you want to count that first.
Yeah, 5. It's technically 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we looking at so far for each series?
It's been pretty good. It's
unit.
what we expect. Outlaws running where it's north of 30,000 right now. So
Wow, that's crazy.
it's good. It's good. This is exactly why we want to do the real-time production allocation, in the sense is that for something like Outlaw right now, we had issues this morning, and then let's say you had to go to work or something popped up and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, I don't have time to deal with this right now. Well, now we still have what, a little over or little under 20,000 that we could potentially still run for this. So assuming that the capacity is available given the other models, but looking at the other models, we should be totally fine too. Our factory and Goldmine are north of 10 at this point.
Okay.
Off-road's getting close, and Sequoia is just behind that. So it's right around where we would expect it to be, in a sense.
Nice. What'd you say off-road was at?
It's just under 10.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
So
guess-
it's naturally, I think things are progressing along the path that we
Yeah.
we normally expect. Castle is something you cannot compare the sales to other sets for, because of the built-in fan base that exists for
Yeah.
Castle. I know people always look at it and all right, I will say internally, some of the fan designers sometimes are a little like, well, this set's doing way better than this one. It's like, well, yeah, but you think of how many Castle fans are out there, right? You created an original themed model, and if you're at 10,000, like, that's awesome. That's so cool you were able to do that. Like, you didn't have to rely on an existing fan base to sell that many, right? That's just purely on the merits of your design. So no, everything's kind of where we expected it. So yeah, that's going well. Sequoia is naturally a little bit more US centric in a sense. I know it is a nature set, but it is essentially based on a national park in the US, so it's going to be a little bit different, or a little bit more US focused, I guess.
How many units for Sequoia so far? I think I missed that.
It's somewhere. It's like
just under
7,
10.
somewhere in there.
Yeah. That was one where seeing the design, the initial design, I was like, okay, I can kind of see it. But then seeing the videos of it in person, I was like, okay, that really shaped up amazing. It's the expanse of it, the height of it. I want more trees in the thing. Is the only negative. But then of course you're paying $320, $340.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, and that's one of the things we love seeing is we can, now that or with having the fan media reviews, is that you can see them in person, somebody physically holding them or presenting them, and that gives a little bit of scale. We try to make it so that you can see scale in photos, but photos just always, they never do justice to seeing the model in person per se. So that's why we take models to all the conventions and we try to show them off as much as we can. But yeah, we're always looking for other ways to to try to get these out there so that people can see them, because it can change your opinion as you're looking at them and you say, holy crap, you look at those trees. They're, the sequoia trees themselves are 2 feet tall in a sense. That's a big tree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's very large. So as far as the couple changes to Series 6 crowdfunding, probably the most obvious one is that we're down to 7 days crowdfunding instead of last time it was 14, if I recall, and then before that it was 28, 30 days. I know we talked about going from 30 to 14. I imagine it was just an extension of the same to go down to 7.
Yeah, we know most of our sales come in the first 36 hours and the last 24. And that extra week, by shortening it allows us to just have a little bit more flexibility for the production team. Because if we're going in and saying, all right, well, there's 30 of this set that needs to be produced, but really it's gonna be 50, there's a lot of hiccups that causes. So if we're off on something in our projections and we have what we think is going to happen, but that's always, it's always subject to change and based on how the fan community actually feels about the models and where sales go. That little bit of extra time allows them to be a little bit more flexible with us and allowing us to change things, right? Because normally you're not moving things around like that a couple weeks out from production. So every little bit of time that we can squeeze out of that to give them that flexibility is just helping to be good stewards to the rest of the internal teams.
Yeah, no, that's what I've been saying, and so I'm glad to hear that I was in the right direction, in the right area with that. So, and then it makes sense. A week, like you said, it really can make a difference just knowing what to plan for the next.
And it's similar
couple months out.
We did this with, I think, Series 1 and 2. We shortened the intake period for Series 1 was like a month, and then voting was a month. And then for Series 2, we shortened it down to 3 weeks for both of those. And then we realized, we can probably go to 2 weeks. 2 weeks is probably about where we want to end up. But by doing that, we added a month to where we have more time to develop the models before we have to freeze the designs. And so that's also part of allowing and giving the fan designers more time to work on their model to make the creative changes that you've been seeing with more of the recent series. Is now that time exists. And so we can see, all right, well, if we're communicating these things out far enough ahead, the amount of time that submission intake is open isn't really that relevant, right? Because they're planning ahead. You have months to plan ahead for a specific window. And then same for voting. Now that we're in a cadence of every 4 months, here's a voting period coming up. You don't need 4 weeks to vote on it. No. It's a one-time come in, do it for 2 weeks and go. So as we keep going, we learn things. We can make some optimizations, and it's always kind of a give and take of like, if we want to change one thing, something else is going to have to change somewhere else. And so
nice. And then the other big change, of course, was the getting rid of the status bars, which I'm very sad for. I know I've seen some people are okay with it. They're fine with it. What was the main driver behind that?
It was to eliminate a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest things that we had from Series 5, as you know, the website was designed to be the kind of that static 30,000, and we have numbers that we just code into our dashboard. That says, okay, this is how many are available. But if we start changing that number, then all of a sudden the progress bars start jumping around.
Yeah.
And that was kind of one of those unintended, like, all right, we'll see what happens. And it's like, oh yeah, that is kind of a poor user experience. You know,
I found it
does
thrilling,
look like there's some kind of like ulterior motives or like, you know, unintentional things happening with it, where it's like, oh, it's getting really close to the end. Oop, more are available. And it's getting really close to the end. Oh, looks, more is available. And it's like, that's not what we're trying to do. That's not what we want to do. So what we'll do is we'll just make it much more like the experience that you see on lego.com, in that sense that it's available. We expect that most sets should be available the entire time, so having a progress bar shouldn't really make much of a difference. Hopefully it dispels some of the notions that like we want people to purchase things out of fear of missing out or any of those types of things. It's like, no, we just want it so that if you've been following along for a year and you want this set, you can purchase it and it should be available, right? Now, obviously, if it runs up past to that 50,000 point, like there's probably going to be, we'll probably put something out that's like last chance, getting close to selling out or something like that. But at the end, that only creates more panic, so people sell. So it's like, how do we do this in a way that is the most efficient for the fan community? And obviously, like the speculation and talking about, oh, how's this set doing in sales versus that set doing in sales, like that's a casualty of this. But that's why, again, I want to, we can have a conversation about this. We want to be kind of open and transparent about it because again, this is a community program, right? But yeah, so I mean, there'll be learnings from this series. We'll see what works, we'll see what didn't work, and then we'll implement that in the next series. So I think a lot of like the major changes, I think like as a wave, like we're going up and down and up and down, and we're slowly getting to where our center needs to be. And so every time we'll just course correct just ever so slightly, and those course corrections are getting smaller and smaller.
Awesome. Yeah, I feel one thing from the outset, and it's small, probably an easy fix that can be implemented the next time, is making it clear on the front page which ones are funded, which of course at this point, like you said, they're all funded. And at this point, I don't know if we really have a concern. I'd be very surprised at this point if any don't get funded. But
yeah, it would be a shock. I mean, obviously it's possible, but it would be kind of a surprise if it did happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right. It doesn't show up on the
You have to.
You have to be on the individual pages for it to say funded. Okay, yeah, we'll make that change. But yeah, we were looking at, is there a way to make it more of like a color gradient or something so that it's like you have a kind of an idea of how is it going, but then it's also one of the things that like, do we want to encourage specific behaviors of like, you need to buy this because it's red? It's like, nah, that's not what we're trying to do here.
Well, then it's funny on the other side, people say, well, if it's not red, if it's in the green, then there's not as many units out there, so it's more rare. And so it's always fun how that it works both ways, it seems.
But no, thanks for giving me an opportunity to come out and talk about some of these things.
No, absolutely.
We want to keep everyone up to date as much as we can. Thanks for bearing with us this morning. We had a little bit of website technical difficulties, but we're back up and running, and hopefully it was it wasn't too big of a damper on people's days.
I know some people are bummed, but at the end of the day, well, not even the end of the day, the middle of the day, for us in the US at least, everyone got their orders in. So I think everyone's happy now. So we'll know going forward that it's just got to kind of shake itself out. No one's going to miss out on things if they're ready to go.
It was like the last series ran perfect. The last couple series have run totally perfect, and then this one just curveball, something different that we've never had. Stress and broke. It's like, okay, well, the nice thing is these things, as we do find them, that helps improve the rest of the experience for Lego.com, right? Because we are this oddball, weird test case scenario of going completely against the grain of how the website's meant to function, and how a lot of the well-oiled machine that is the core portfolio, how that operates. We're doing things literally backwards sometimes. So by us breaking some things, it helps improve things for other parts. So
no, it's fun. And we appreciate myself, people in chat are definitely appreciative of the information you're able to provide to us. So it's always wonderful to hear from you, hear from Bricklink essentially. And to get the first scoops. So it's great to hear from you.
Cool.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep on looking through Series 9 at all these wonderful submissions, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.
It's incredible. This series blew us away because I didn't think we were going to have so many submissions. And because every time you have the changing of the production year, you have a significant drop off in elements. Yes. It's a lot harder to resubmit models from series to series. And we ended up at 430 something, right?
Yep,
something like that.
436.
That's crazy. So high.
Let's see. Last series was, I have them here,
370 something. Yeah. Because that was the previous high. Because series 1 was 365, I want to say, and then we finally eclipsed it again in series 8. yeah, Series 8, and then now Series 9 is 430 something. It's like, holy crap.
And it's always interesting, the breakout percentage, they're always pretty close.
No.
So
Yeah, I was shocked. I thought, like Castle is obviously extremely popular this round because you have 4 new factions to design with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I when I saw the breakdown at the very end, I was like, wow. As we were seeing submissions come in, we're like, yeah, naturally it's gonna be a lot of Castle. Like if you were being strategic, you wouldn't do Castle this round because you would see all of the Castle stuff coming, or you'd think that with all the new Castle torsos that would be a thing, but no, it was good. It stayed relatively the same. It's expanding as a whole. So, but
absolutely.
Anyways, all right, I'll let you get back to it. Thank you very much.
Yep. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
All right. See ya. Bye.
See you. Alrighty, there you have it. Let's get this all cleaned up. Which one is it? Green border. No, that's my border. I need my border. There we go. Okay. So yeah, sounds like the series is going according to plan. Nothing too crazy. In the old guard series, the Outlaw Forest End would have sold out, it sounds like, in about 5 hours. So a little under the norm, but still pretty darn fast. I gotta change some cues real quick. Change some outputs. Turn the music down a little bit. And we're getting back to it. So I decided we're gonna do train, actually. So let's go and take a peek at some trains. I gotta pull my stuff up. Pull chat back up. Pull up the chat. So we're gonna look at trains. Trains are, they're just kind of samey. Gotta snack it up real quick. But then we get these cool things like the signal box. I think this is a repeat from last series. It looks good. I'm gonna say I like it. But then, like, yeah, all these trains, like, they're so similar. I'm not really feeling much of any of these. Oh, I sorted by size the wrong way. Yeah, like, none of these are really itching my fancy. There is one by Mind the Brick. That's fair, Jonah. That's fair. I can respect that. So yeah, I don't think any of these are going to have what it takes. Maybe this steam locomotive? Maybe? But I don't think any of these have what it takes. So we're going to move along to pirates. We're moving on to pirates. So far, nothing is jumping out too crazily. That's a great question. Yes, Liam. I ordered the Art Factory and the Gold Mine. Those were the two that I picked. I knew from the very start I had to have them. This is a fun little ship. Too big. Captain's Retreat. Nice little building. Oh, I like it. I do like it. I don't know if it has what it takes. What do you guys think? It's very quaint. But it's just missing that something special. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there's a dog. I like this one. I'm upgrading. It's just so... I want to pet it. I want to pet it. Black Reaper. Nope. Ooh, okay. Obviously. Do I have to look at this one again? Or when I already know? Kraken attack. Nice. Elder Pirates Retreats. 2,400 parts. I don't know. I don't know. It's cool. I do like it. Obviously, this one is beautiful. It's got the cool designs. Is it finally time for a pirate to win? He's submitted this one several times. To no avail. I'm not exactly sure how close he's been. But it seems like the people just don't want this for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I mean, it's going to be expensive. That's the other thing. It's going to be $280 at the least. So $3,200. It reminds me too much of the Pirates of Tortuga. But I this little stretch right here, I feel like he should have chopped this building off, put it below 3,000 parts, and then moved on. Too many buildings, too big. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it has enough. Yeah, it's a really good. It is a really good one. Really good color scheme. Fort Hideout. Cool design, but I don't know. Port Fenzence. Plunder Port. Just got there, Nick. Just got there. I'll just take a look at all these. Very gray. Not polished enough. And it's already at 4,000 parts. So you gotta sync this one up. Gotta figure out a way to make it a bit more polished because it's too plain for the BDP. I like the concept. I would just decrease it by a couple studs so you can focus more on polishing up the set. That's what I would say. Plunder Port, 4,000 parts. So right off the bat, you're in a very tough crowd here with 4,000 parts, as I'm sure you know. I'd hope you know. David, I have not looked at buildings yet. I like the concept. I like the idea. I think it's just a matter of do the people want this over something else? Because this is going to be 350. It's at least going to be 350. So I just don't know if it's. I don't know if it's enough. I don't think I'm going to choose it as yes, this is going to win. So from that perspective, I just don't think it's enough. Once again, too samey, too tan. I don't know. I don't think so, I should say. All right, we're going on to space sci-fi fantasy. Let's do it. Dude. Oh, that's probably so true. This one should be a quick one. We've only gotten one space sci-fi winner, and that was Walt the Robot. So I don't know if if this series is enough. Granite Grinder. I wonder what that's supposed to be. I wonder if there's any power involved with this grinder or this. Oh, is it Rock Raider, Granite Grinder? I was thinking Power Miner. A Dracolich? All right, TLG. It's got some good designs. Look at those thick thighs. Very thick thighs. Prickly friends. I'm not your friend. Oh no. Oh, it does? Well, howdy doody. It does. That's something. Oh my word. Cosmic Catch? What on earth? I mean, that alien design is actually kind of cool. I actually kind of really like it. Bionicle. Not in this round. Orc Settlement. Man, who keeps doing the orc designs? They're not going to win. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Floating Island. Nintendo is going to step in there and be like, yeah, no. Monster Mech Mayhem. Jungle Planet Finders. That's kind of a cool little sub theme. I'm sorry, Jatexa. Didn't you do other ones? Did you do the Bionicles from last series? Look at that dragon. Everyone vote for this dragon. Vote for it. Space Bus is interesting. Oh, wow. Count von Bricklock Mausoleum. Interesting. Whoa. That's kind of cool. I think that's a reuse. Whoa. That is nifty. Whoa. Whoa. This is cool. That is unique. How many parts? 250. It's going to be big. It's going to be very big. See, here's the problem with this one. They oversaturated the renders, and it's not going to look that bright and vibrant in person. So that's a downside. But that being said, it's still cool. It's still unique. I still love it. Don't think it's going to win, but... Dystopic Outpost. Yeah, distracted. Too niche. No, I'm going to say I like it. I don't quite love it. Okay. Here's something I can sink my teeth into. Chat. Is this one... Does this one have a back, or is this one open back? I need to know. Guesses. You need to guess. Hinged open back. Okay. Okay, so there's, like you said, hinged open back. It is a little niche. But boy, how... Yeah, that... Is it literally the same one by Castor Troy? We're gonna find the rules. Here we go. If I submitted a project to LEGO Ideas that reached 10,000 supporters and was not approved, or if my project expired before reaching 10K, may I submit to the BDP? Yes, if your submission meets the relevant submission guidelines, you may submit a design already submitted to LEGO Ideas, provided it has either reached 10K and was not approved, or it has expired and is no longer active on LEGO Ideas. You may not submit a design that is currently active on LEGO Ideas. You may not delete an active model from LEGO Ideas to submit to be... Okay. Okay. Is it called the same thing? '50th Anniversary Haunted Mansion? Or is it the olive green? Oh boy. Oh boy. Have we found some controversy? I mean, if anyone knows me at all, I am a sucker for olive green. I will do anything for olive green. I would have gone to war for this haunted mansion if the olive green one. If I found the olive green one on LEGO ID or BDP. Wow. Let's look at the comparison. There, the dog keeps popping up again. Where's the... There it is. Gotta find the right orientation. There we go. Okay, so it's okay, guys. It's definitely different. It's different. Jonah, I do love the Natural History Museum because it is olive green. Forsted, I did a Sam Blue Haunted Mansion in Series 6, but I think it being open back turned a lot of people away, which is unfortunate. Do I remember that one? Forstud, I definitely recognize your name. Is it that one? Yep. Hey, actually, for this series, I picked this as one of my finalists. But yeah, I think the open back is just too simplistic, unfortunately. It is unfortunate. Oh boy, where were we? How many? So Delusion Brick says it's not the same. I agree with him. I wish the olive green one was in here. Yeah, no, I get that, Forstud. It's a literal catch-22. Interesting, interesting. Ayo, there's Rich Herbert's Mad Scientist Laboratory again. Did he change? He must have changed it up a little bit. It does close. I mean, it's basically, as far as haunted things go, it's going to be this one versus this one. I don't know which one I would choose. Honestly, probably this one. It's more building-esque. And I don't think any of these have what it takes. All right. I mean, this one is interesting because it's all clear. And it looks like it's very tall. Man, it's almost 4,000 parts. It better be tall. Is Tiago live yet? It's now building time. We're actually cruising pretty quickly. I'm not dilly-dallying as much. What did Shreddy said? Rate the Strawberry Splash. So I was hoping for more of a bubblicious, like bubblegum strawberry, but it's literally just straight up strawberry. So I still enjoy it because strawberry is way better than cherry. 6 Comedy Club, nice. Sakura Cafe, fun. Ramen Shop, hey guys, remember the ramen shop I voted for last time? Didn't happen. Surf Studs. That's fun. Oh, cafe and bakery. Cat cafe, nice. All right, David says I have 3 models in the building theme. So here's how you can play. You can ask me to look at them, or you can just see if I organically come across them and they catch my eye. That'll be the true test. Does this open up and close? Oh. That is nice. That is nice. I don't think it has what it takes to win, but I really like it. How are those front tiles on the awning connected? Let's see if we can figure that out. There's got to be something obvious. Oh, those are clipped into the sand green with the tiles are clipped, and then these tiles are sticking to, yeah, a bunch of concealed clips. And these ones are probably something into the anti-stud going under here. Another clip, I'm sure. A reverse clip with the anti-stud. But what do I know? I am not a mock builder. Whoa. Interesting. Site hut workers, interesting. There's Alphonse's tower. Is this is meant for just any city or kind of a throwback theme? Any city, nice. Renaissance inspired landmark. How tall is it? 19 inches tall. That is tall. And it's got a little egg on top. Look at that. Oh, Cargo Crate Plaza is back. See, blooming bouquets is something that could probably win. It reminds me of the antique shop. I know this is probably not going to win. It's not going to win, but I want it to win. I really do. Ooh, a giant windmill. Nice. Gareth, again. Cat Rescue Cafe. Interesting. Alpine Chalet. Do love it, but don't think it has what it takes. A wellness resort. That's got to have an open back. It looks like it. Falling Leaves. Interesting. Vintage Schoolhouse. That's kind of fun. Sunrise Cafe. I'm kind of going quick because I'm just picking things through that I don't know if they have what it takes. Whoa. Black Snow with another super fun build. What is that, sand blue, or is that $2,200? Oh wow, that's cool. Whoa, I just realized, look at those stairs. It's just like a 1x3 tile. Huh, interesting. I like it. Winter Cottage. Wow. That roof is insane. That technique is crazy. That's impressive. Forest Mill House. Haunted Cemetery. I mean, so, yeah, it's maybe not like insane, but to me, thinking of using that to get that swoopy is just really cool to me. And it just rests along this arch here. Oh, wow, and then it kind of bows up here. I mean, that's clever. What does the back look like? Sorry, I can't help it. Brick Studios? Nice. The Sunset Hotel. There you go. It did catch my eye. I will admit, it caught my eye before you mentioned. Nice. Sandwich Club? Nice. Simple. Cool. Relatable. Hey, I'm pretty sure this is the individual that designed the Lego Ideas. Greenhouse. Botanical Garden, that one. Potato, potato. Cozy Crops Farm Store. Oh, that is cool, actually. Is it closed? Looks it. That's a fun little building. It's a lot of parts, but that's a fun building. Okay, Sunset Hotel. Man, if you would have... I'm going to like it for now, because I do like the color. I like the design. If this would have been released for voting around the same time as the Barbie movie being out, you probably would have been selected. Easy beans would be my guess. Okay. Got the Paradisa torso. Nice. Is that a vending machine? Nice. With a little Miami Vice car. It's nice. I will have to wait and see what other buildings we got to see what kind of competition we have. Beekeeper's Cottage. Looks nice, but I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Also, that's interesting. Wow. All right, what's the back? That's what's going to determine if I like this or not. Okay, it's open, but it makes sense. Because it's a garage. And those vintage vehicles are kind of cool. Kind of really cool. What up, Bower Bricks? What up? So yeah, it's open back, but I think it works. Because it's a garage, like I said. So I think I'm going to keep it. My biggest problem with open back is when it's a non-creative open back. Like, take out this gray here and just slice it. That's when it's a big L for me. But I think this one works. Another farmhouse. That is a nice tree. Creative Corner. Forced. Oh, there you go. You caught my eye. Caught my eye. Didn't even have to look at who it was. Oh yeah, Distracted Builder. You did Snack Shack. I've actually got that one back here. That makes sense. Another lighthouse. How do people feel about lighthouses? Is that like a must? Do people need those? Bricksterdam? That's kind of nifty. And it's got multiple proportions. Oh, wow. Oh, that front's kind of ugly, but that is cool. And I imagine we're starting to get into the very large buildings. David, is this your design? It caught my eye. How many parts are we up to yet? Pretty hefty. I definitely like it. So it'll be really interesting if this is true, then it'll be interesting if the average parts for this series is over 2,500. I like this. I like the color. Competition is tight, but I like the color. I said I like this one. Nice. I like the multi-levels. I like it. Once again, the competition is tough. So I don't know if it has what it takes. Let's see. Ooh, whoa. And there's the capsule tower again. That's kind of crazy. The rock work is kind of rough. I don't think it has. I think it's two. Stationary store. Yeah, I looked at that one. Or I didn't look at it, but I see it. I didn't look at this Grand Victorian house, even though I really like it. Let's see what the back situation is. Okay, so it's an open back. But, okay, is that a hinge or not? It's not a hinge. Wait. Wait. What did you do? Here's my reaction to that. This is my reaction. I gotta find a good reaction face. There you go. Little heart. Oh, is there a video? Okay, that's you changed my mind. That's crazy. Oh, those rooms are really cool. Oh, it's the studs, right? Oh, but man, that's a lot of parts. Those are a lot of parts. Whoa. What? What? Okay, let's go to the next phase. That's crazy. I want to see the movement again. Seeing it move. Pulling out some pins or some plates. Oh, so you can see in the top. All right. I want to see it move again. What is this sorcery? I'm literally gonna have to go frame by frame. You're gonna kill my time here. That is crazy. That's crazy. And then this. Okay. And then when you open it, the sliding is what's getting me. Like, there's got to be something down there. Bro, that's crazy. Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. Grand Victorian. Beautiful set, beautiful house, very expensive, just like a Grand Victorian house would be. Yeah, I don't think there's much to say. I don't think it's gonna win, but it's there. Creek Street. Fisherman's Village. Ah, got it. This is kind of cool. I love that dock design. That is gorgeous. He should have... Oh my god, why didn't you... You should have just uploaded this singular one. And then it would have been like 2,000 parts max, and you'd have a shoe-in for that mid-range set. Missed opportunity. It's a major missed out. Ooh, yeah, those are cool. Oh, they're actual Lego sets. That's cool. I'll go love it, but is this yours? I'm not gonna Guillaume. So here was my suggestion. Submit this as one big one, but then also submit others with just this and just this to let people decide if they want just the small builds. But I want to know, how many parts was just this souvenir shop? If you have that number, you can do a round number. Don't have to get down to the individual. But I just want to know, because if you think about it, yeah, distracted builder. So a good example of why that is a good thing to do is because of Series 8, or around 2000. This dude, TRB Bricks, won with the Brick Railroad locomotive. Whoops. Or TR Bricks. He submitted 3 designs with his locomotive, all at different varying part counts. With this one, of course, being the largest, this one being the next largest. And guess what? Which one was the winner? His smallest one was the winner. There you go. You can have your cake, and you can eat it too. If you win, that is. But, you know, it's a nice little suggestion. It's a good idea if you have parts that can kind of break to separate. Because, like, this thing is so adorable. This little haberdashery. So, keep that in mind. Doc Brick Jones. Yes, I do remember it. Let me go take a look at it again. I'm trying to go quick. Unfortunately, I've responsibilities that I need to attend to. But let me go back and find it. Oh, the hospital. That's kind of cool. It was Bricksterdam. Which one? I know I can just search it, but I'd rather come across it organically. Page 3. There it is. Yes, yes, yes. I did like it. Part-wise, 3,400 from 37 though. That's good. If you do not have this in the Lego Ideas program and you don't want to try in a future BDP, I'd definitely upload it there. Unfortunately, it's very close to the Italian Riviera, so it might be too close to that to win Lego Ideas. But once again, I would have maybe taken out this middle building and just had this bridge going from this building to this building. Or which ones did you have? Yeah, something along those lines, just to drop it below 3,000. I know it hurts, and I have no experience in in making these sets more streamlined for part usage. I understand it's way easier said than done, but if you can make it happen, I would make it happen. Oh, is this a repeat? Oh, was that Series 8? Oh, yeah. Okay, I would have said that was a little plain. Okay. No, I like that. That is a insane upgrade. See, like you did, even something as simple as making this inset versus all flat, virtually flat across the back. It's huge. What else did you do? Yeah, no, I like it. Yeah, lighting definitely helps. Oh yeah, and you added stuff to the windows. They're not just blank windows. So you dressed up the back a little bit, changed the coloring of the windowsills. But no, that's a really good upgrade. I think I would say this as is a really good design. It's just it comes down to, do the people want it? Yeah, I totally agree, Gambit. It's just a matter of, do the people want this thing? So I think that was all for buildings, unless someone has another building. I know Taylor had a couple in here. Oh, you had the wellness resort. Was this open back? I assume it might be. I imagine I'm gonna fly through Castle just because if I don't, I will spend hours and hours. So we gotta find the best of the best. Updated wizards. You know, let's go to it right now. Unless it was one that I actually. Just kidding. That's cool. Like that. Whoa, how have I never done this quick view before? Has this quick view always been there? No, it hasn't, unless they shut it down. Oh, they did add it. That's nifty. I like that. Oh, and you can go to the next one. Oh, that is cool. Too bad it's not a keystroke. That's cool. I like this one. I like the colors. I like that teal. The baby dragon cracks me up. Do small castle sets that probably won't get the hatchery. Look at that, beautiful. Nice, Doc. Yeah, if you can get, I'd shoot for 2,500. I'd shoot for 2,500. I know it's not going to be easy, but if you can do it, that's what I would do. Okay, we're going to be harsh. So castle people, some castle people just throw anything at the wall. So we want, oh, okay, that is cool. I'll give it a like. Oh, Jazzlecrest. What do you guys think about this one? I'm gonna love it. How has no one done this before? Dragon Rider. Wow. Trading outpost. That's kind of fun. Medieval excavation site. That's actually really cool. Ironclad Armory. Hey, look, it's another medieval workshop clone. Viking Shipyard. Hey, ZSO. Caught my eye. I will like it, but I think the ground, you start to lose people, and I know it's a way to save parts, but you start to lose people when you just do studded plates. At least in my opinion. Dude, it literally is just a blacksmith. I'd have to look side by side, but Vikings of Crack. Vikings of Crackheim. Oh, yeah. The you could have skinnied up this as well. I would have skinnied up this, but I like it. Maybe a little more detail on the roof. Something to consider. It is a thick boat. It's a very thick boat. Is this your wizard's tower? All right, we're on to page 3. Okay, I can't tell what your updates are. Did Jazzlecraz do something else? Oh, Jonas. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'll be honest. Not a fan. Ooh, I want to see it. Oh, okay. Once again, I think this is as good as it can be. It's just, do the people want it? I like it though. I like it. Or I should say I love it. Swamp Outpost. Oh, that's cool, but it's not happening. Look, it's a Lion Knight's Castle clone. Serpent Ruin, that's cool. Royal Nest. Okay. Wow. Sea Haven Stronghold? Nah. Sleepy Dragon. I'm trying to put my castle... I'm trying to take my blinders off. See, I still really like this Viking shipyard. I still really like it. Nothing else is standing out to me too much. Oh, that is actually kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Hey, look, it's a Tortuga Village clone, medieval clone. I kind of like that. Sort of. Look at this. Another wizard tower. Oh, that's kind of nifty. Ooh. Actually, let's get a closer look at that. I really like these edges. I've never personally seen that style before, but I really, really like that. I'm going to give it a like it. I think it needs to be polished a little bit, but that style is gorgeous. Let me go to the bottom of this one first, and then I'll go back to the last page. Wow, that is crazy, but kind of too crazy. So we always have to play the game of which ginormous castle is going to win this round. That's pretty much the game we're playing at this point. Look at that roof. Wow. That is crazy. All right, you said a wagon fortress. Wagon fort. So that one did catch my eye, I will admit, because it made me think of the siege encampment. I like that wagon. How many parts? 3,000. That's tough. That's tough. A lot of minifigs. All right, I'm trying to go quick. I gotta go quick. Interesting. Oh, they are big. Interesting. All right, we gotta wind these last ones up quick for specific reasons. I'm gonna find a big castle, and we're gonna call it. Unfortunately, I can't spend as much time as I may have wanted. Holy cow! That is crazy. That's also crazy. Post office, yeah. Post office is literally like the single-handedly pulling the weight for this whole thing for me. Ooh, Island Castle. Maybe it's time for Island Castle to win. This person is playing the game of how many Kraken shields can I put over this entire Brickhammer? Oh, Brickhammer. Oh, it's a good design. It's a good design, Brickhammer. You did it. You did it. I'll admit it. Medieval Cathedral. Oh, Scarlet Bastion is back. I love that set. It's a great set. Whoa. No. Did they make any changes? That's a great set. Squid Island Castle. Too much going on. I think too much going on. And that's the last one. Wow, that kind of... I don't like the Citadel of the Snake, honestly. It just seems like they said, oh, the what's it called one, so I'm going to do another sand one, like Dustmark Keep, and it doesn't nail it. I don't like it. The door, I like that door. It's a crispy door. Unfortunately, I don't think it has wide appeal, for better or for worse. Silverwood Crossing. Oh, King Oldenorf, I'm sorry. Oh, let me... I would have tightened this one up a bit. KO, I would have tightened it up a bit. Add a little more dressing to the buildings. Open back doesn't help me personally, but some other people might not mind. Okay, that one has some potential. It needs a little polishing. Is the whole thing on a round base? Look at that. That's cool. What if you took this base? I would take this base and do something different with the top. Like, keep the base design and do like a fountain or something. Like a broken down fountain. That could be interesting. Granted, it would have to be medieval instead of fantasy. But Silverwood Crossing. Right off the bat, it just looks like too many parts and not enough real estate. I know there's a lot of tiles, there's a lot of 1x2s, there's a lot of 1x1s. Totally get that. But I think it's just too much parts for too little bang for the buck. Yeah, Rivendell Bridge, yeah. Okay, so just real quick, here are my picks. I'm going to have to refine them, but got Old Garage. Sunset Hotel is kind of on the lower end. That one's... Post Office is like #1. Stationery Store. Did I even pick a castle set? Holy cow, I didn't even pick a castle set. Where's our big castle set? Maybe Island Castle. Scarlet Bastion, I do like. Oh, Brickhammer had a good one. Where is Brickhammer's design? Driftwood Keep. Yes. You know, maybe I'm a little normal. I feel like normally I have a lot more where I'm just not finding many to click on. But that being said, I'm gonna have to take another look through these off camera, off stream, put together my thoughts, make a little video of who I think will win this series. But that being said, we're gonna start winding down. I'm gonna kick it there. So thank you everyone for joining the stream today. It was wonderful to meet with you all, to talk with you all about this series. And I look forward to my video. You might see some surprises in there because I don't know if... I'm actually gonna have to rewatch this stream to know what I actually liked. But I think we'll have a couple more in there. And thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you. You can see me in the video, of course, that I'll be putting up. It might be this week. It might be next week. I'll have to play that one by ear for sure. And then I think the next official live stream will be the reveal video from Bricklink. November 17th, I believe, is the date. November 19th. So I will definitely see you all November 19th. We'll reveal that thing. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. So thanks everyone for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Good way to start a Monday, getting your pre-orders in, getting in all that great stuff. And stay tuned. Stay healthy. I almost said stay bricking because that's what All Out Brick said, but RIP. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. See ya.